We exercise excellence and integrity even as we implement this law.
Among the notable amendments introduced under the Finance Act 2025 is a revision to the Income Tax Act, which now requires employers to automatically apply all applicable tax reliefs, deductions and exemptions for employees as prescribed by law. Under the same law, private sector employers will be obligated to pay a daily subsistence allowance of 10,000 shillings, up from the previous 2,000 shillings, which is a 400% increase which remains tax exempt. Beginning July 1st, 2025, employees will enjoy income tax exemptions on all gratuity payments and allowance received under registered pension scheme.
As laws relating to taxes, including the income tax.
In a bid to broaden the tax base, the law now mandates non-residents to pay income tax on revenue derived from the provision of services in Kenya through businesses operating via the digital marketplace. Additionally, the Finance Act 2025 repeals the digital assets tax, replacing it with a 5% excise duty on transaction fees charged by virtual asset providers.
This bill, again, Your Excellency, was introduced following the approval of the estimates for the financial year 2025-2026. It was introduced by the distinguished member for Alego Usonga once again. He is the chair of the Budget and Appropriations Committee. Your Excellency, this bill largely speaks to the policies of the national government with respect to the financing of various sectors.
President William Ruto also gave assent to the Appropriations Bill 2025, authorizing the National Treasury to disburse 1.88 trillion shillings from the Consolidated Fund for Public Service in the financial year ending June 30th, 2026. The new law further grants permission to ministries, departments and agencies to utilize 671.99 billion shillings raised as appropriation in aid as approved by the National Assembly.
The bill was considered taking into account the views of the public and passed by the National Assembly last week on 19th. The bill is proposing amendments to various laws relating to taxes, including the Income Tax, the Excise Duty Act, the Value Added Tax, the Tax Procedures Act, Miscellaneous Fees and Levies Act, and the Stamp Duty Act.
For the 2025-2026 fiscal year, Treasury is expected to spend 1.8 trillion shillings on recurrent expenditure and 744.52 billion shillings on development projects. Under the new budget, 47.6 billion shillings has been earmarked to support the agriculture and food subsector, while 2.7 billion shillings will go towards initiatives aimed at helping micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, and households gain access to affordable credit.
For purchase of spectrum license.
President Ruto signed the bill into law in the presence of the senior parliamentary leaders from both the majority and minority sides. Following this, members of parliament now proceed on recess until July 6th. Linda Koskei, K24 TV.